Baik, Pak. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin. Segala puji bagi Allah yang masih memberikan kita kesempatan untuk sama-sama menghadiri kegiatan Graduate Academic Forum yang setiap minggunya diadakan oleh program studi Magister Tadris Bahasa Inggris dalam keadaan sehat. Dan salawat serta salam semoga senantiasa tercurah kepada junjungan kita Nabi besar Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Yang saya hormati Ketua Prodi Magister Tadris Bahasa Inggris Bapak Mas Latif Dwi Purnomo PhD. Selanjutnya yang kami muliakan narasumber kita pada hari ini yaitu Mem Solihatul Hamidah Daulay MHum. Selamat pagi Mem.
Ya, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam. Terima kasih sudah bergabung bersama kami. Selanjutnya yang kami banggakan yaitu mahasiswa-mahasiswi program studi Tadris Magister Tadris Bahasa Inggris FITK UIN Sumatera Utara yang setia mengikuti kegiatan Graduate Academic Forum walaupun ini memang bagian dari persyaratan seperti yang disampaikan oleh Ketua Prodi, bagian persyaratan untuk mengikuti seminar, seminar proposal dan lain-lain. Tapi mudah-mudahan kegiatan yang dirancang setiap minggunya ini memberikan manfaat bagi mahasiswa-mahasiswi sekalian. Baik, untuk tidak memperpanjang mukadimah, di awal kita akan mendengarkan sambutan yang akan disampaikan oleh Ketua Prodi Magister Tadris Bahasa Inggris kepada Bapak Mas Latif Dwi Purnomo PhD. Kami persilahkan.
Alright, thank you so much, Bu Revlina. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Alhamdulillahirabbil alamin, wassalatu wassalamu ala asyrafil anbiya'i wal mursalin, sayyidil qurril muhajjalin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Salatan wa salaman daimani mutalazimain ala akramil anbiya'i wal mursalin, akhrijul ummati min adh-dhulmil jahli ila nuril alimi amma ba'd. The Honorable Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay MHum as our speaker for today's event this morning. Honorable my energetic secretary, Ibu Revlina MPD, and all dear audience from the students of MTBI, Master's Program of English Education, Faculty of Tarbiyah Science and Teacher Training, State Islamic University of Sumatra, Medan. Let's thank you Allah who has given us some mercy and blessings so we can step our feet and join together in this good meeting today. And the blessing and peace of Allah just for our Messenger Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And thank you so much first for our speaker today, Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay, as she will wish to convey and to attend this forum to explain and share with us about her experience in writing academic side. Yeah, so our topic today is how to be a productive writer. Ladies and gentlemen, the students of MTBI, this program is very important for us to enhance our ability, to enhance our skill, especially for the writing skill. By this event, or by this program today, how to be a productive writer, we directly arrange this event to make you more understand about how to be a productive writer, how to write well, and how we use themes to implement in the writing process. So today you will know how to write easily from the explanation, from the sheets, from our our lecturer, our senior lecturer, Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay. I do hope that you all, the students, can imagine and also can arrange yourself to be a productive writer, even though you are still in the studying process, because it is very important for you. It is absolutely important for you to enhance your capacity in the writing. After graduating from this university, you will be an earlier researcher because you have already done with your thesis research or thesis study. Then you will become an early researcher. So when you are becoming an early researcher, it is absolutely should for you to have a spirit, yeah, and as well as to have wishing, yeah, to write, to continue your writing, to write everything. If you are a teacher, so you have to write regarding the teacher topics. If you are a lecturer, if you have become a lecturer in any university, not only in state university or Sumatra, but also in the private university, so you have to try to enhance your capacity in the academic writing, every topic, write any topics. Maybe you are teaching in the semantic area, pragmatics area, or teaching EFL area, or etc. You have to enhance your capacity in the writing in regard to these topics. So it's absolutely a must for you to have a capability and ability to write well. And today we are going to listen. We are going to learn the experience from our lecturer, how to be a productive writer. All right. So I'm saying thank you so much for Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay for your willingness to share with us your experience in a productive writer side. This is all okay. This is all I can give to you today. And yeah, for Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay, thank you so much. I'm saying again, and for all the audience, especially for MTBI students, have a nice day for listen and watching and follow this program by Professor Candidate Dr. Solihatul Hamidah Daulay. And from me, thank you so much. This is all what I can give to you today. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih kepada Bapak Mas Latif Dwi Purnomo, PhD. Selanjutnya kita akan langsung mendengarkan materi yang akan disampaikan oleh narasumber kita pada kali ini kepada Ibu Solihatul Hamidah Daulay M.Hum. Kami persilakan.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Rafina, as the moderator today, the Honorable, our Head of Master Program of English Department, Bapak Mas Latif Dwi Purnomo, PhD, and all the participants today. Actually, I want to share about my experience about in writing. Pak Mas Latif would like to me share about my experience related to writing, especially writing a book chapter, and so on. And I choose the title for our discussion today, How to be a Productive Writer. Okay. Actually, to be a good or a productive writer, it's not easy. Okay, because by becoming a productive writer, we need many process. Yeah, we need many process. So writing means process, not product. Okay, but we must also careful planning and also give a better time management in order we can produce more writing easily. That's why in writing, especially a book or something else such as article or book chapter, we must keep in our mind about is it important one or not, and also we must keep time, yeah, keep time and focus in our writing also. So the productive here means that we get output per unit or input. To be a productive writer, as my experience, it is come from my writing begin in book chapter. When pandemic COVID, I have many times and I get a flyer from IAIN Tulung Agung. Okay, he give me a chance to write a book chapter. So in this chapter, there are many collection of writing, yeah, from the other author, and the Pak Adi, yeah, Pak Dr. Adi give me only 5 pages, yeah, 5 pages to write. Okay, after that, I try to write 1 page 1 day, 1 page 1 day, and I collect my paper relate to the big theme, yeah, big theme about COVID, about language, about strategy, and so on. Okay. And I'm very happy when my article published in his book chapter. That's why I follow next book chapter, and now I have 10 book chapter with IAIN Tulung Agung. Okay, so by looking this experience, I think that writing needs process. Okay, so in writing, I always make some revision and need someone to read my writing. Okay. On the other hand, as a lecturer, I must give outcome or output in my class or subject class. That's why I force my students to write and write about article. Okay, actually, there are 4 kinds characteristic of writer. I don't know which one of the characteristic of you relate to writing itself. Number 1, about the beginner. So the beginner here in the regular intensive burst is a common writing style, but it's a super stressful way to work. So the beginner people here know writing for weeks, then an intensive period. So someone must pause their self in writing to write something. Yeah? So the Binger classification or characteristic here, no writing for weeks. Then after that, when the lecturer give a assignment, they pause their self-intense period to write something. It is called by the Binger. The second one, the time blogger. So the time blogger, someone scheduling time across every week to write. For example, you force yourself to write something about technology, technology in strategy, teaching and learning process every week. Maybe every Sunday or every Monday. So you are time blocker. Okay. The third one, the daily doer. So in this case, we have a regular habit, of writing each working day. So every day you write everything. Okay, and writing become your regular habit. The last one is the spontaneous writer. What is it? The spontaneous writer. The spontaneous writer here means that you write anytime, any place at the drop of a hat. So, in spontaneous writer characteristic or categories, only 15% do this item. That's why we can choose which one for ourselves. Are you the Binger, time blogger, daily doer, or also the spontaneous writer? Okay. This is tips for boosting your writing productivity. I think all of you already write everything related to your assignment, especially for my classroom stuff. There are many assignments. Okay, so the aim of my assignment here to train you, only to train you to write, because postgraduate student must write about a good article in order your thesis or your proposal thesis will be better than undergraduate students. The first tips is schedule your time for writing. It is the important one. Schedule your time for writing. We need a good time, So how about the better or the best time for you? You choose maybe in the morning or in the midnight or in the day, up to you. That's why schedule your time for writing. It is important one for you in order you get focused and also you have a good concentration in your writing. So as a writer, to schedule enough time for yourself to write this magical word which would let you connect to our readers. Okay, actually, in writing, there is a communication between the writer and the reader. So, if the writer or the author here not good in writing, of course, the reader didn't understand about your statement meaning, okay, your sentence meaning. That's why we need time, yeah, especially a good time for you in writing. So, how to schedule our time in writing? I give two ways. The first one, write daily writing or daily writing. So, daily writing here, you need 10 till 15 minutes, yeah, to explore your idea, to give your opinion by writing. And after that, you can close your write for today and continue tomorrow. It means that write daily writing. So 10 or 15 minutes is very important for a writer in order the idea or the topic, opinion related of your writing is not gone, and you can keep in your diary or your notebook. The second one, you must have a goal. So the goal here, the goal of your research. For example, you want to write about semantics. Semantics is very wide. So you choose the little topic of the semantic. For example, about the metaphor, yeah, metaphor. And you must know what did you want to discuss in metaphor. Okay, so you must work firstly by draft. After that, go to editing and preparing the final draft. After that, finally, you send off to a journal or your friends, college to giving their feedback. So feedback here also relate to revision, yeah, such as revision and also suggestion from your friends. Okay, this is the first tips. The second one, set deadlines for your writing. Okay. Deadline here, such as the target of your writing, it is related also to the time. For example, if you want to finish your writing, you must have deadline in order your writing finally finish and get your target of your deadline. Okay, for example, I want to finish my book in 1 month, maybe 2 months or 3 months, relate to the situation and condition of your job or your assignment in the classroom. Okay. Setting deadlines for our writing is very important in order you can manage, yeah, your writing and also your publishing in and going to the journal. Okay, number 3, read widely. So it is impossible for us to be a good writer or a good author without reading. Reading a lot of books, reading a lot of PDF books, and so on. That's why reading here is important one. That is impossible for you to write something without read the author opinion or expert, yeah, expert theory, expert suggestion, and so on. That's why read widely here to make you get inspired and also to learn more about the anatomy of your article, of your story, or also of your book. Okay, and don't forget you must read many variety of books in order your books get many important point, important point, and the reader understand well because your information in your book or in your article is very wide. Okay. Next, number 4. After finishing your deadline, your time, and also your reading, you must also review and analyze your own writing. Okay, what for? You review and analyze your writing. You want to know, is it correlation between one paragraph with the other paragraph? Or is there a gap between one paragraph and the next paragraph? Okay. After that, you want to know, is it a good answer for your research problem or not? Okay, that's why you must review and also analyze every word, every sentence used in your writing. So analyze here what you write and try also to raise up the standard of your writings as much as you can. In writing, it is different with the speaking. That's why you need the other person to analyze your writing based on a standard, based on the standard writing. It is academic writing, scientific writing, formal writing, and so on. Okay, this is the important one. Work with a good editor. Although I have published many books related our subject, but I need a great editor. What's for? A great editor will read all of my paper and also give feedback and also revision. So great writers now, is it something improvement or something feedback from the editor? Okay, so the best writer will try to give some revision to that book. Yeah, work with a great editor here to make your writing easy to understand, especially to your reader. Okay, an editor here has a good importance for you because there are many sentences and editor will check it one by one. Okay. So by editor, your writing will improve much faster if you can get valuable feedback from the other people, especially editor, who understand the scope of your writing and the scope of your topic. For example, I know writing about linguistics. That's why I choose my editor, understand about linguistic also. Okay. This is the last one. Don't aim for perfection. Yeah. Sometimes we think that it is not perfect, my writing, it is not good, my writing. So it is very false and mistake for you. So the aim of our writing to give and to describe our idea and our research to the reader. So don't think your research is not perfect, but there are many feedback and also revision from reviewer or from editor. That's why you must remember writing is about the process, not the product. So, for example, in one book chapter, you get uh, 2 mistakes in writing, and next book chapter, you must obey, and also remember, don't make a mistake again in the next book chapter. So it is a process, yeah, it is a process in our writing. Okay, so although you are the best writer, you need someone also to give your feedback, okay, and also to check, yeah, to check your writing. So please don't aim for perfection in your writing. Remember that. Okay. So this is my book publication from Language and Society. My editor name Rahma Fitriani. Okay, I choose Language and Society book, and this book talk about what is the correlation between language and society and relate to the sociolinguistic study. Reading comprehension, the second book, I joined with my friend Amelia and Amy. We would like to explore relate to reading comprehension. So in this book consists of many strategies relate to reading comprehension. The next one, I also published about developing vocabulary by educational game. Yeah, in this book, I would like to explore and describe about how vocabulary can be done by many games, especially educational games. And next book, it is about basic morphology. I collaborate with my student. Actually, she is my student, Irenisa, but Irenisa is a lecturer in UMSU. That's why we collaborate to make this book relate to basic morphology. After that, this is talk about improving your reading skill. This is collaboration with my best students, Fitri Randia and Lisa Sersanawari. Okay, Sersanawari. We discuss about how to improve our reading skill in the classroom, and we also give many drills and exercise in this book. Okay, next, this is the next publication about introduction to linguistics. I also collaborate with Dr. Hairul Nisa in Bongsu Press as a publisher. Okay. And these student difficulties in learning speaking, this is the product of skripsi, ya, skripsi of my student. This is collaboration of me and Dr. Ernita and the last my Sarah. After that, this is about not only in English but also in Bahasa. I also make rancangan kuis interaktif. It is my BOPTN product, ya. I join with Dr. Rora Rizky Wandini. She is a PGMI, ya, PGMI lecturer, and we would like to give how to make quiz interactive, especially for the teacher in primary school, primary teacher. After that, I also make a collaboration with my friend, Bapak Rustam, about click on the draw for writing account text. Okay, this is the last one. I also collaborate with my student, Radiatun Adalia, in a book titled Fun Writing for Children. So in this case, we focus making games and activities. So there are many problems in teaching children, especially young learner, yeah, young learner. So that's why we give many games and also activities for children. That is all my book publication, and there are many still process, yeah, 2 or 3 books. One of them collaborate with my student, and the other one I make by myself. Real writers don't write to become rich or famous. Real writers write because otherwise their head is gonna explode. So remember, we write a book or publication not about rich or famous, but also we want to give our idea or our perspective, yeah, to the other readers. That writing is better than no writing. Okay, thank you. Back to the moderator. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Terima kasih Mem Lia atas sharing pengalaman menulisnya. Sungguh sangat banyak ya karya-karya yang sudah Mem Lia hasilkan selama menjadi dosen begitu. Sebelum kita masuk ke sesi tanya jawab, saya mengucapkan selamat datang dan selamat join kepada dosen-dosen kita, yaitu Bapak Dr. Muhammad Dali Munte, kemudian Dr. Ernita Daulay, dan juga Bapak Amin Dali Munte PhD. Baik, kepada mahasiswa-mahasiswi, jika ada yang ingin didiskusikan atau ditanyakan terkait pengalaman menulis Mem Lia, kami persilahkan.
All right, just information for the students. You have to know that our professor candidate, Dr. Salihatul Hamid Al-Daulay, is the one, the best person, yeah, the best person in the writing production, yeah, for State Islamic University of North Sumatra, 2024, yeah. So now it is a chance for you to ask as many as possible you want to pick up from our Professor Candidate Dr. Salahamdul Hamid Daulay, in which how to be a productive writer. So it is time for you students to ask many questions regarding how to be a productive writer. So please giving a question for our speaker today, and please do not hesitate to do that. Okay, thank you. Please.
Oke, mungkin selain bertanya Pak, bisa juga mengajukan diri untuk join collab menulis bareng Membia seperti itu.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Ya.
That's good.
Silahkan.
Oke, kalau saya menerima saja kalau berkolaborasi. Saya suka berkolaborasi. Ya. Iya.
Karena Bu Lia ini apa? Orangnya kolaborator ya. Bu Lia
Kolaborator.
kolaborator ya kan.
Hmm.
Kalau ada yang baru beliau suka gitu.
Iya. Mau dosen atau
Mau
mahasiswa?
dosen atau mahasiswa, ya. Termasuk saya juga dapat ini berkahnya.
Iya.
Datang
Berbagi.
langsung diajak jadi editor ya kan.
Iya.
Berbagi. Bu Lia ini suka berbagi orangnya, sangat baik hati
Iya.
dan tidak sombong ya.
Apa yang mau
Alright, come on,
disombongkan?
Nazar. Maybe you have any question or etc. Nazar, I know that you are very potential. You are an absolutely potential student to write something, yeah. Maybe you can ask our speaker today to ask many things: how to include, how to engage, how to involve with Professor Solehadul Hamid Daulay project, yeah, regarding the writing books or chapter or journal or etc. Nazar, please.
I still have no questions, sir, because I was still writing all the things given by explained by Mem Lia, sir.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still collaborating with Nazar.
All right.
Okay, this morning we get a revision, yeah, from reviewer. So maybe Mr. Nazar still done our revision,
Yeah.
because the reviewer give us 2 days to revise our paper. Ya.
Oh ya, sekedar informasi barangkali ya. Pembimbing SK pembimbing, insya Allah sudah bisa kami keluarkan minggu ini. Lalu nanti untuk 3 bulan pertama, semua mahasiswa supaya koordinasi dengan pembimbingnya masing-masing untuk konsentrasi menulis jurnal, ya. Karena jurnal untuk angkatan 2023 itu sudah wajib as a part of your thesis. Sudah wajib yang ditulis adalah bagian dari tesis. Oleh karena itu diupayakan 3 bulan ini, bulan Juli, Agustus, September itu konsentrasi untuk menulis ke jurnal. Untuk 2 pembimbing ya. Jadi nanti penulis satunya mahasiswanya, penulis 2-nya pembimbing 1, penulis 3-nya pembimbing 2. Dan itu koordinasi dengan pembimbingnya juga kira-kira akan diterbitkan ke jurnal mana yang untuk Sinta 3 minimal. Maksud ya Sinta 3 minimal ya. Kalau bisa Sinta 2 lebih bagus, tapi kalau tidak bisa Sinta 2 ya minimal Sinta 3. Terus silakan nanti kebijakannya pembimbing apakah Sinta 2 apa Sinta 3 saya serahkan, tapi persyaratan di kita itu hanya minimal Sinta 3. Jika bisa beyond itu lebih bagus gitu. Jadi judulnya sudah ada semuanya sama kita Bapak Ibu pembimbing. Nanti akan kita berikan bersama dengan SK. Dan silakan judul itu diramu kembali, apakah dirubah, apa tambahi, apa dikurangi, apakah diganti, kami silakan kepada pembimbing sesuai dengan research interestnya masing-masing yang nanti juga akan kami berikan. Lalu konsentrasi untuk 3 bulan pertama ini, Juli sampai September itu menulis untuk artikel di jurnal. Itu harapan kami sehingga bulan Oktober ke atas itu sudah konsentrasi untuk persiapan seminar proposal. Dan harapan kami di bulan 12 maksimal itu sudah ada yang memulai untuk seminar proposal. Kalau bisa semua mahasiswa sudah mulai seminar proposal. Itu harapan kami Bapak Ibu dan seluruh mahasiswa untuk angkatan 2023 ya. Oke, kemudian Jumat besok itu kita ada munakosya pertama dengan model terbaru yang akan dilakukan oleh mahasiswa kita Hotma Berutu. Akan kita laksanakan di gedung lantai 2 dengan model baru, yaitu munakosya itu dilakukan dengan persiapan yang matang, lalu nanti boleh diikuti oleh seluruh keluarga mahasiswa, atau juga boleh datang untuk semua mahasiswa, dan juga boleh untuk mengadakan selebrasi. Misalkan ada spanduk, ada karangan bunga, ada apa, kami persilahkan. Kemudian nanti juga akan ada langsung pengukuhan untuk kelulusan, ya, kelulusan menjadi MPD walaupun belum diwisuda, gitu ya, karena wisuda itu hanya acara formal, tapi saat nanti munakosya itu sudah kita nyatakan untuk lulus dan sudah diketahui IPK-nya. Maka itu nanti ada selebrasi untuk itu. Dan bagi mahasiswa yang ingin melihat munakosyahnya Hotma, kami persilakan. Boleh dari angkatan 2020 sampai angkatan 2023. Nah, yang hybrid juga kalau ada kesempatan datang, kami perbolehkan untuk datang untuk melihat model munakosyah yang terbaru, gitu ya, yang sesuai dengan kesepakatan rapat para dosen kita kemarin di Double X. Gitu. Barangkali itu yang informasi yang dapat saya sampaikan untuk perkembangan di Prodi. Depan kita akan mengadakan diskusi sejenis dengan pemateri-pemateri yang sangat handal, baik dalam kampus maupun di luar kampus, maupun dari luar negeri ya. Dari luar negeri sudah kita jadwalkan, ada beberapa teman-teman di luar negeri yang sudah ready untuk memberikan new insight, ya, new valuable insight for us in our department. Thank you. Maybe Pak Dalimunte or Pak Amin Dalimunte or Bu Ernita, you gonna convey something at this moment?
Baik, saya kira lanjut aja, Mas.
Oke, lanjut aja ya, Prof ya.
Ya, Mas. Ya,
Oke.
Ya. Baik, Pak.
Kalau enggak kita tutup saja, oke. Ya.
Kebetulan ada peserta yang ingin bertanya.
Oke.
Beliau merupakan alumni dari S1 TBI, yaitu Suwandi, yang kemudian melanjutkan S2-nya di Cina atau Taiwan, saya lupa. Silakan Suwandi.
Taiwan, dia Taiwan.
Taiwan, ya. Silakan Suwandi. Ingin bertanya Mem, katanya Mem Suwandi.
Thank you, ma'am. But I already finished my master, ma'am. Now I'm continuing now I'm pursuing my PhD. Yeah. Oh God. Honestly, I just send my questions in the chat box. All right. All right, ma'am. So I have two questions. The first question is, what are some techniques for editing and revising work efficiently without hindering the creativity flow? And the second one is, how do you set realistic and achievable writing goals, and how do they impact your overall productivity? That's my questions, ma'am.
Oke, terima kasih Suwandi. Kepada Mem Lia kami persilakan.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Yeah, thank you, Suwandi, for your question. Yeah, actually, number one is, what are some techniques for editing and revising work efficiently without hindering the creative flow? Actually, in making editing and also revising our work efficiently, here, we need a grid editor. Yeah, the first one is we need grid editor to check, and after that, give some feedback or revision related to our paper or our book. The second one, we also go to the proofreader. Yeah, proofreader. So proofreader here to make your writing will be better than before. So you pay expensive maybe for proofreader. Or if you don't go to the proofreader, you can use many AI, yeah, artificial intelligence or check and edit your writing. There are many AI to check and also to give you easy, yeah, to give you easy in revising your article or your paper. So how do you set realistic or achievable writing goals? I think firstly, you must know about your target and the goal of your writing. That's why you must also learn about how to make a good paragraph, yeah, a good paragraph, and also making a good sentence. So I think you must open about academic writing book, yeah. In academic writing, you will know the best way and also the good writing goals in order your writing easy to understand by readers. And also, we must give, yeah, we must give many opinion and also many suggestion to our writing. So we check our writing and next time we must check again. So don't satisfy with first draft. Okay, you must try and also check and recheck your writing in order it will become a good goal and also make you productive, yeah, make you productive because you always check and give many revision, not only from proofreader, but also from AI and also from your script editor. I think that's all, Swandi. Give to the moderator.
Oke, bagaimana Swandi?
Yes, ma'am. I
Alright.
also. Oh, okay. Honestly, I also wonder what is the artificial intelligence that we can use for the author to publish academic writing? Because sometimes, some of the journal articles can't how to say detect that our writing is from the AI. So, is there any way that we can still use the AI and also the reviewer cannot detect our writing by using AI?
I think we do it by manual. Okay. So there are many AI and maybe you must collaborate with one AI with the other AI in order the publisher or the editor of your journal cannot touch your writing.
Do you have any recommendation, AI, ma'am, for us for as a new research or junior researcher that we can use?
I always use such as yeah, maybe you all know about Quillbot or Grammarly, and after that I also sometime, but I don't know exactly about NP4 and so on related to AI. Maybe you can check it about the function of each AI. Swandi.
All right, thank you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Swandi. Back to you, moderator.
Selanjutnya yaitu kami persilahkan kepada Asril untuk menyampaikan pertanyaannya.
Thank you so much, ma'am and sir. Good day, everyone. My question is just simple, which is very beneficial for us as a students to write productive writing? As we know that the very essential and also the vital features of productive writing is presenting the coherence and also the cohesion in every paragraph. My questions to Ma'am Leah is how to empower our ideas on those parts so we can produce good writing in every single moment when we are do writing, ma'am. Thank you.
Oke, terima kasih Asril. Silahkan, Ma'am.
Okay, thank you, Asril. Your question is how to empower our ideas between coherence and cohesion. Yeah,
Yes, ma'am.
actually, coherence and cohesion is very important in our writing because it is impossible for us to produce a good writing without now of coherence and cohesion of our writing. So it is need many training, yeah, relate to choose a good cohesion and also coherent in putting in our sentence or our writing. That's why we can see such as text mentor, yeah, such as text mentor, how the other author would like to make our their paper become published or also accept in their journal because of course they have a good making sentence, yeah, especially in their combination between coherent and also cohesion. So talking about coherent and cohesion, it means that you must compare and join in writing skill classroom, yeah, because in
Yeah.
writing skill you will know about what is good coherence, what is good cohesion, and how to make a good coherent and how to make a good cohesion. So there is a good coherent and a good cohesion between one paragraph with next paragraphs. Okay. So I think that's better for you to read, yeah, and also make a different word, not only however, moreover, yeah, finally, but there are also many words can be used in order our writing
Yes.
story in journal or in book will be better than all. Thank you, Asriel.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much for your descriptions and making us get understanding. But also there is one question maybe as I would like to say for you. Is it relevantly when I'm saying to continue one paragraph to next paragraph is by saying like relevantly on the other hand or in other hand, is it a part of the making cohesion and also coherence in every paragraph, ma'am?
Okay. Yeah, not only that word, but also obviously, yeah, the simple one that is maybe on the other hand, finally, frankly, sometimes we use frankly bahasa gaul ya to our academic writing, but we must choose a good diction, yeah, diksi, a
Yes.
good diction, yeah, in order our writing more academic than before. Okay, thank you, April.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Great understanding for us.
Yeah, back to the moderator.
Oke, terima kasih, Ma'am. Masih ada lagi yang ingin bertanya?
Saya pikir cukup ya, Bu. Cukup,
Oke.
Bu. Udah.
Baik.
Once more, satu lagi ya. Swandi, where are you, Swandi?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, all right. Because you are still out in the overseas, yeah, abroad. So by this meeting, I'm inviting you to be a speaker for next week. Yeah,
Oh, what?
I'm inviting you to be a speaker for next week. In regard with